Greetings, my friends. This is Gilles Mancillon. I wanted to come and wish you a good day and to find a little bit of shade. It is important to realize that we're gonna come into a new realm of ability. We're gonna have new powers, and we're gonna demonstrate a new sense of possibility for humanity. But it cannot come from the ego. It's all about connecting to the one consciousness. For consciousness and focused attention is really what creates our reality. And it's not important to know all the decomposition or what's going on in the darkest corners of the earth. For if you want to, most of the news insider are basically, if you want to understand it all, then you can understand. You could read this book 1984 by George Orwell, not the movie, the book, and you understand the whole dystopian program they're putting in place as the Agenda 30, 2030. But it's not going to happen. There is this other reality that is parallel, where we can create a new reality, a golden age for that is really what is before us as humanity. But we have to watch what we give our consent to. Humanity has been fooled again and again, and so whatever reality we are looking at is what we consent in. So we have to put in question all social systems and beliefs in order to see how it feels in the heart, and to a higher conscious, higher heart, and higher mind, to connect to the higher self outside of the matrix of time, and because everything is mind control. It's like is about in this death culture, in this culture of anti-life. But most people do not consent to be slaves to this dystopian model of reality. Um, but there is this group that is afraid of stepping into the unknown, that is wants the status quo. They want to maintain the group, as in the Matrix movie. All that is not anyone that's not disconnected from the Matrix is potentially an agent of the Matrix. But think for yourself rather than external authority. It is important right now to because the consent of collective reality is achieved through manipulation, through like naivety of humanity in some sense, and everything is being pulled secretly from a plane that is invisible to human by negative alien groups that are using that for their own purpose and sense to control. And but so it's like all of that is like the end of this whole cycle. We don't have to look at it all this. We have to be very focused into know what we are, what we where we put our, what we accept, what we consent, what we create, what we choose to create at any given moment. And if you cannot, do not worship anything or anyone, just worship the God that is within, and that is an extension of the supreme, the ultimate, and the absolute creator. But so it's like your inner source comes first, and we love God because He is. Just because He is the first reason we love God. Then we love God because He is within us. That's the second reason we need to love God. And the third reason is that He is everywhere else as well. Huh? So, but there is all this group that do want to keep the status quo, huh? But we want to return to our self-empowerment, and they cannot prevent the awakening. For this, like God's plans it's never been conceived. Where the dark forces may believe that they may be led to believe by their demons that they're gonna win in some reality. But God will be merciful, I'm sure. It's just it is impossible to hold two opposite swords and be. It creates confusion, and until until we see the light, then we can see the reverse side of the coin on all things in reality, to create the balance. But we know that we cannot rely on most government, most major institution, most major organization, for they all serving corporate interest. And so, rather than the well-being of people, that's just a common sense. So it's like for a lot of people now, for understand you are source. Huh? You just rely on your support team. God has there is celestial. You have celestial guys in the invisible realm that's always willing and to assist you. And then there's the whole company of heaven. When you work for the highest good of all, you are aligning with the whole unity consciousness of the universe. And the more you can trust. We are all learning to growing as one unified whole. For the we have forgotten where we come from. We come from this universe. For God, around God, the paradise and the central universe is a ultimate, perfect, sublime universe, and there is so much wealth and treasures within this universe of source that we'll come to discover as after we master all the universal level of consciousness. We go through the inner circles and so on. So it is important to continue to experience also. If you experience dark negative energy, it opens up new depths for experiencing the light once you learn to mature the experience. For me, I've been relying a lot on my guides. They've been assisting me a great deal, and so everything there is just be like, when you connect. There is the heart-based group, the Emerald Heart Covenant. It's an old. It's the way. It's the original Christos. This heart connection, and the heart has always led the whole process of. But nobody's forced to listen to the heart. There is all the evolution that is happening with the mind as well. For it's like. Well, I took a note to say that to be willing to experience darkness, in order to discover the light, to develop compassion, to develop courage, to develop lucidity. Everything is part of the process of growth and evolution. Um, assuming the responsibility of all aspects of the self that we've created, because most of because a lot in the past, as we awaken, we're moving more into love and love sponsor based and abundant thought. But before we had a lot of fearful thoughts, and that created lack manifestation. And so because they're selling fear, we reconnecting to love. So it's very, the fear-based thoughts create lack, and the love-based thoughts create abundance. And so it's very much about becoming master, controlling, having a control on all things. As far as your own mind is concerned, but not on the other world. But I'm gonna finish with a song and pull out a card maybe. See, trust. The card is trust. Make a leap of faith. Just accept yourself and know that it's always been there. It's just as we realize it, it's like, and the whole higher self is aligning. The more we are allowed to be guided by our own guidance system, the faster things go. It takes a time. Sometimes we're not always able to comply with the guidance. But I thank you very much for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing if you like those messages, and for your donations, as well as if you want a private session. I may not be able to do much more of that. So I'm gonna finish with this song. It's a song that goes through my mind very calm, not very often. It's a song of Scorpio. It's called "The Wind of Change." It goes like this. I followed the Mosva and down to Gorky Park, listening to the wind of change. An August summer night, soldiers passing by, listening to the wind of change. The world is closing in, and did you ever think that we could be so close like brothers? The future's in the air, can feel it everywhere, blowing with the wind of change. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away in the wind of change. Walking down the street, distant memories are buried in the past forever. I follow the Mosva and down to Gorky Park, listening to the wind of change. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow share their dreams with you and me. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away in the wind of change. The wind of change blows straight into the face of time, like a storm wind that will ring the freedom bell for peace of mind. Let your balalaika sing what my guitar wants to say. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow share their dreams with you and me. Take me to the magic of the moment on a glory night, where the children of tomorrow dream away in the wind of change, in the wind of change. In the wind of change, we're going to take into this glorious moment and we'll never leave eventually. For I just finished with a few citation, quotation, just to there is a lot of value in ancient philosophy, although you're getting all you need, but it's good to put in place the idea that some people have already brought solution to the world's problem that we may be experiencing now, such as Marcus Aurelius. If you reject the sense of wounding, of being wounded, of injury, then the injury has to disappear. So it's like the idea of finding yourself whole. Plato explained that all the good action that we do inspires good action in others. So just we don't do that. We do good action because it feels good, but we don't. But that is just a side effect. Einstein thought the value of someone is more about is recognized in what we are able to give, not what we are able to receive. And finally, Emmanuel Kant was talking that for peace to reign on the planet, on the earth, humanity has to evolve into a new being, a new consciousness, where you have to learn to see the whole first. If you see the whole first, then you can make peace, because it's only you're only with yourself. You make peace with yourself. I think it was in the philosophical discourse on perpetual peace. It's a really wonderful little book. You should send it to all politicians. They should all read that. But in any event, I wish you a wonderful day. Thank you very much. There is so much that is happening. I hope you enjoy it. I hope you are able to surf on this new energy, and be ready to anchor it into a new reality that's going to be soon manifesting. Thank you very much. Namaste.